Ukraine is moving closer to becoming a member of NATO, according to the alliance's Secretary General.
England reached the Euro 2024 final against Spain. The Lions came back from 1 goal down to knock out the Netherlands in stoppage time.
Ukraine is moving closer to becoming a member of NATO, according to the alliance's Secretary General. As Russia pressed its advantage on the battlefield in Ukraine, NATO members met in Washington to mark the 75th anniversary of the world's biggest security organization. The summit will focus on ways to reassure Ukraine of NATO's enduring support and offer hope to its war-weary citizens.
To invite a new ally, we need consensus. All allies agree that Ukraine will become a member, but it's too early to say exactly when that will happen. What I can say is that we are moving together with Ukraine closer and closer to NATO membership.
At the summit, US President Joe Biden announced that Ukraine will receive additional air defense systems from its allies, including Patriot systems. However, Ukraine will not receive an invitation to join the alliance. Instead, NATO is offering Ukraine an irreversible path to membership, according to the Lithuanian President Gitanas Nausėda.
Dėl Ukrainos sutarta tiek, kad tekste bus atspindėta negrįžtamumo principas, kad Ukrainos integracija į NATO yra negrįžtamas procesas ir kad tai yra savotiškas tiltas iš dabartinės situacijos į būsimą narystę.
If agreed upon, the promise wouldn't make a huge leap from an agreement at a NATO summit last year, when allies agreed to be in a position to extend an invitation when the right conditions were met. Six people were killed and 16 injured in Ukraine after overnight Russian attacks, according to regional authorities. Moscow launched 20 attack drones overnight, but the Ukrainian air defense reportedly shot down 14, say its air force. Russia also targeted the Ukrainian energy infrastructure. After drones attacked a power plant in Rivne, some areas were left without electricity, according to Ukraine's state-owned energy operator. In the Donetsk region, at least 3 were injured following Russian shelling of a residential quarter.
Вот один, 4 годика, и с сыном 7 лет. Резкий взрыв и отлет. Все затрещало, крики начались, все выбежали. Попали в этот вот дом. Мои окна не пострадали, пострадали соседские окна, 9-этажки, но ниже. Мои, с другой стороны, ничего не пострадало, слава богу.
The head of the area's military administration said a 6-year-old child was amongst the wounded.
Dozens of newly elected far-right MPs arrived for the first time at the National Assembly in Paris since the results of the French legislative elections on Sunday. Despite the national rally's surprising defeat at the hands of the left-wing coalition, followed by French President Emmanuel Macron's centrist alliance, the far-right still made significant gains, growing from 89 seats in 2022 to at least 123 in the National Assembly today. With this number, they will play a key role in maintaining or toppling the future government. And one thing is clear, they will block any left-wing prime minister. Others believe that the only way out of the looming institutional crisis is a new dissolution that can only happen next year.
On a brossé un peu les perspectives politiques dans le pays et là c'est le saut dans l'inconnu, c'est le bourbier pour reprendre le terme de Marine Le Pen et de Jordan Bardella. Et puis on a parlé aussi un peu de l'avenir. À part une dissolution d'ici un an, on ne voit pas très bien la solution qui pourrait être retenue. Donc on va repartir en campagne sur un an.
The battle for Matignon, the office of the Prime Minister in France, continues within the other blocs. The presidential camp is scrambling to find allies in an attempt to block a left-wing government.
Si le nouveau Front populaire devait demain gouverner et qu'il y ait en son sein un seul membre insoumis, alors ce serait une motion de censure immédiate, donc un gouvernement qui tomberait vraisemblablement de manière immédiate. Je pense que c'est pas sain pour le pays, je pense qu'on a besoin de stabilité. Donc cette stabilité, c'est d'arriver encore une fois à créer une alliance qui aille au-delà des blocs qui sont aujourd'hui un peu figés.
On the left, the parties have promised to come up with a name for the Prime Minister this week and are insisting that they are capable of ruling France as a minority government. Sofia Katsankova reporting from Paris for Euronews.
The most radical figure in the French left, Jean-Luc Mélenchon, has travelled to Brussels and cautioned that if elected into government, his party would respect European budgetary rules. The left-green alliance unexpectedly won the French elections last Sunday after promising an increase in public spending. Such an increase could create tension within Brussels, who has already reprimanded France for having a deficit.
Nous n'avons aucun intérêt à un choc frontal avec des institutions capables du pire comme l'est la Commission européenne. Dès lors, il n'y a qu'une manière de régler les problèmes des déficits excessifs, puisque je vous rappelle que nous sommes dans la liste des déficits excessifs, c'est évidemment d'augmenter les recettes. Eh bien, je peux vous dire qu'il n'y a pas une dépense nouvelle, et j'en prends l'engagement devant vous au nom de la coalition, et pas simplement en mon nom personnel, qu'il n'y aura pas une dépense supplémentaire qui ne soit gagée par une recette supplémentaire.
Mélenchon also criticised President Emmanuel Macron for designating Thierry Breton as a candidate to secure a new term as the French commissioner, saying he should take into account the election results, which saw Macron's party lose popular support.
Et peut-être même que dans certains pays, on aurait l'audace de penser que le premier groupe d'une Assemblée nationale est celui qui est le mieux placé pour désigner les commissaires. Mais la monarchie présidentielle a ceci de particulier, c'est qu'elle invente elle-même ses propres règles au fur et à mesure que le temps passe.
The left leader acknowledged that nominating a prime ministerial candidate that his whole alliance would accept would be a challenge.
Europe is facing an unprecedented summer. Temperatures are far below average in the north, with significantly more rain than normal, while the south is battling heat waves and wildfires. According to research, almost 17,000 extreme weather events were recorded in Europe 2023, compared to over almost 11,500 in 2021. Belgium, for example, experienced the most rain over a period of 9 months in 119 years, with a recent storm in Brussels bringing a tree down and killing a baby in its pram. Currently, the globe is in a transitional phase between the El Niño and La Niña climate phenomena, which are partly to blame for some events. Elsewhere, at least 7 people across Europe have lost their lives in storms. In contrast, Cyprus, Turkey and Italy were hit by heat waves earlier than ever before. In Greece, 6 tourists were found dead after going for a hike. According to the European Travel Commission, extreme weather and transport disruptions are significant concerns for 10% of Europeans eager to travel in the next few months, and people are adjusting their travel habits accordingly.
England reached their second consecutive Euro final following a 2-1 victory over the Netherlands. Southgate's team came back from 1 goal down after Xavi Simons' early opener for the Dutch. England's reaction came quick and strong. It took them less than 10 minutes to equalize thanks to a penalty scored by Harry Kane. Both England and the Netherlands hit the woodwork in an incredibly intense first half. England's efforts paid off much later as Ollie Watkins scored the winner with a powerful low shot in the first extra minutes of the second half. The Lions will be facing Spain in Berlin on Sunday. The game will be the third final in England's men's football history, the first which they'll be playing away from home.
goals, euphoria and cheers from all over Europe, the European Championship in Germany has largely been a celebration of football, marked by joy, unity and excitement. However, some nationalist and extremist incidents have marred the event. Notably, a Turkish player and several fans displayed the grey wolf salute, a gesture linked to Turkish nationalism. Such incidents have deterred some fans from fully enjoying the tournament.
Ich sehe ein großes Potenzial, dass es Leute vereint, aber eben auch genau das Gegenteil, also Sprichwort Hooligans oder einfach stramm nationalistisch, patriotisch, rechtsradikal gesinnte Menschen missbrauchen den Sport oder genau eben diesen, nenne ich mal, Spirit drumherum genau dafür, und leider hört man immer wieder über Gewalt auch unter Fans im Sport.
The tournament has provided many people with a chance to escape from the constant crises. Henk van Beek, CEO of the Dutch Oranjebus, hopes the event has brought people closer together.
I really hope so, because what you see here is joy, is happiness, and I think a lot of people need it. So I hope so. I really hope so. I hope this brings back some smiles on the faces of people.
At this tournament, especially the Scottish and Dutch fans have stolen the hearts of many Germans. It seems that football has managed to unite the Europeans a little, even if only for 4 weeks. People have made friends and experienced their own personal summer fairy tale 2024.